Okay.
Wow, thanks, Nathan.
I had more damage than you.
Yeah, you used me as a bullet shield to get in the circle right there.
Yeah.
You know that. Come on, boy. You have a good nap. You a pass the fuck out.
Let's fucking dead.
You a pass the fuck out.
LA Noir.
Hell. Look at him go. He's LOA noiring.
I can smoke a dab and then I will be playing. Hopefully it saved my game. That'd be cool.
Devin, your mic is wrong.
Yeah, you're right. You're sounding like you're
It's because I am in an echo chamber.
Why?
I'm in a mental hospital in their computer room.
You took too much cocaine. Devin took the wrong LSD tablet.
I took the red pill instead of the
And he
blue
thinks that he's
pill.
actually Bill Nye now.
I am.
God.
No, I'm in a different room and it's like super echoey.
I'm ready to go for some fucking Raising Canes right now.
Ew.
I've been fucking seeing one since I've moved this fucking state.
There isn't any down there, bro. You got
It
Bojangles.
doesn't make sense because they're from fucking Louisiana. You'd think they'd be here, but no, they have fucking trash ass fucking Zaxby's, bro. The closest Raising Cane's is 78 miles.
What the
What
fuck?
the fuck?
I do have to down. Oh my god, I ain't playing this. Sorry. Because I uninstalled it, I have to fucking. Apparently, it deletes all my progress. So that can eat my ass.
You can play WoW, Devin.
You want? I can level in a character.
I am too. So is Justin.
What?
I have my survival hunter already at 250 item level with both his legendaries that he needs. I just need to get him geared, and I want to get my demon hunter's capped out 275.
What are you leveling?
A blood DK.
I'm leveling a warlock, so I'm cool with that. Are you
Just
tank?
leveling
Blood's tank, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, that'd be great. And then I'll be an OP DPS.
Right.
I'm 40 also, so.
Justin's 40 as well.
Blood's tank, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We could go level that. I was gonna run a couple more
well,
fucking
yeah, that'd be great.
mythics on my warrior. I need 2 more 15s. Got everything done on tool rack. My tool rack does a lot of damage now, Devin. Kinda nuts.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah, they're the most OP.
I got people on me.
I got a secret key.
You guys just want me to wait? Because I got smoking dab too, and I'm playing that.
Yeah, just do whatever you want to do for now.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'll be right here, but I'll be ready in like 5 minutes.
Well, I'm not ready either. That's what I'm saying.
This one guy.
Yeah, you got this.
Somebody give him where the secret
What's this map called?
Hold on. Amalo or something. Dude, I can't find a fucking gun. This is incredible. Yeah, I want a fucking another gun.
When do you not want to finesse him?
SMGs are good, but I need something fucking to shoot people with far away.
Tomorrow. They look like stone temples. Okay, I got the location. Where we at?
This is the guy Gavin killed.
There's one.
Set of my ping.
Somewhere like right here. Yeah, right there. There's another one down here.
That way now. Swords are open here.
No, the other guy was. Alright. Do the secret tunnel.
Hi guys, today I wanted to talk to you all about the fact that I got suspended on my second Twitch
Look
account,
for the blue-
Zachrar,
don't
for
forget about the
24
blue button.
hours. Now, this happened a little bit earlier today. I've tried to work it out, and it seems like this suspension is not going to get overturned. So I'm going to make this video and express pretty much what happened. So, effectively, I was streaming Diablo Immortal, which, to be fair, I think that in itself should be grounds for a suspension. But, unfortunately, Twitch did something even dumber than that. They decided to suspend me for hateful and unmoderated conduct in my chat. And I'm not talking about my chat on Twitch, I'm talking about my chat box on Diablo Immortal. I had stood up for maybe like 5 or 10 seconds. I was readjusting my my blanket here, and I had my chat showing, and in the process of doing that, there was a person in the chat box who typed the N-word, and they did not type it. Obviously, I have the language filter on, so they had to use special ways to get around it, so they put dots in between every single letter, so it was N dot I dot, you know, etc. You know how it goes. And this happened. I sit back down, the chat's almost off the screen, and people are mentioning it to me, and I'm like, oh, it's going to go away in a few seconds. It is what it is, right? Because I think that in general, whenever you give these things too much attention, it generates more of these things happening, because this person gets attention, they get a response, everybody's mad at them, and they've effectively achieved their goal. So I didn't want to give this person what they wanted. Unfortunately, Twitch did, and so Twitch decided to suspend me because I did not adequately address this situation. Although I spent 5 minutes afterwards talking about it and going over the reasons why it's stupid and the fact that people that do this are just annoying, attention-seeking man-children, apparently this wasn't enough. And so Twitch suspended my account with apparently no grounds to even appeal and remove the suspension. So the reason why I think this really pisses me off is because of the fact that I clearly did not support any of this, and also it's the implication that by the suspension being there, that I am somehow complicit or okay or approve of racism being on my stream, which I find to be completely fucking disgusting and absolutely an insult to me, to be honest with you. And it's absolutely ridiculous that Twitch would even think that this is the case. They would even think this is something that I'm trying to do or something that I'm trying to promote. Back in 2017, 2018, I was one of the first people who banned the tryhard emote in my chat, because every single time that I said something that could be correlated with a negative black stereotype, people were typing tryhards in chat, and I was the only person who was intellectually honest enough to call it exactly what it was. Unfortunately, to this day, Twitch has yet to do that. So they have multiple emotes on their channels and on their global emote list that are used almost exclusively in a racially stereotypical way. But the moment that somebody in their community does something like what happened to me, and by the way, I want to make this very clear, I never said any of this. This was something that was typed by a random person, and it was in a chat box, and it went like this, right? It was gone in a few seconds. And apparently that wasn't enough, even after I had a conversation talking about how it was bad afterwards. And so you have a platform like Twitch who allows these racial stereotypes to be propagated and proliferated by these emotes. You have Ming Lee, you know, you talk about an Asian stereotype, people are going to say Ming Lee. You talk about any sort of a negative Muslim or Middle Eastern stereotype, people are going to put in Nell. I have all those things banned in my chat because of something that I don't support. On top of having those things banned in my chat, I also have trained my mod team to not only identify those types of things, but the fact is, guys, I've been on the internet for 20 years. know pretty much about every single different slur that's in the English language and a few in other languages as well. So not only do I understand all the slurs, I also understand the euphemisms like 1488 and jogger, etc. I see all of these things even if people think that I don't, and I've trained my mod team to be even more vigilant on that than I am because I'll be busy streaming. So the idea that I'm going to be suspended for unmoderated hateful conduct in my chat is absolutely offensive to me, and I find it to be incredibly ridiculous that trying to not draw attention to something and not allow somebody to weaponize and therefore provide a reward structure around using a word like this is seen as a bad thing. The reason why I don't like this is also because as soon as somebody gets suspended for something like this, what that really tells everybody else in the community is that if you want to get a streamer you don't like suspended, go into their game and start spamming the N-word. Go into their game and start spamming the homophobic F-slur. Go into their game and try to say something racist to get them in trouble. And what does that really do? It creates more racism, it creates more negativity, and it makes people that are part of those groups feel less and less like they're a part of Twitch. And I think that this happens explicitly because it's so it's so much of a problem. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't have to do anything to get rid of this, and I think from now on what I'm going to do is I'm going to always have my chat blocked without any exception, because apparently Twitch is too stupid to realize any of the context around it. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that you know, it's impossible to get rid of all of these things. I think that by the nature of you allowing anybody to communicate with you in any sort of a game, you do open yourself up to having these types of negative interactions, and to blame them on the content creator and to say that that person is at fault for having these things happen to them is effectively blaming the victim and also weaponizing these words beyond what they already are, and then turning them into a weapon to be used against streamers, and thus proliferating them even more commonly on the website. I find this to be incredibly fucking insulting. And on top of that, Twitch has a number of different streamers, and these are people mainly in the WoW section that have been racist for years. There are some of them, I know one of them at least, is banned from competing in any Blizzard tournament at all, and because they're racist, right? And they're a partnered streamer on Twitch. So my opinion is I don't really think that Twitch cares about racism unless they get hurt, if they get told about it. I don't think that it really matters to them whenever, you know, black streamers and any sort of a minority streamer were getting these hate raids, etc. The best Twitch could do was send out some cease and desist to two losers in the UK. They don't even try to do the bare minimum for their content creators, and at the same time they expect them to go above and beyond, and even outside of the context of what they're saying, try to make what they're doing as perfect as possible. You're going against somebody who's looking for something wrong, even whenever somebody is clearly not trying to do this. And I wonder if somebody at Twitch, do they think that I'm promoting this? Do they think that I'm a racist? Do they think that this is something that I was like, oh wow, good job guys, you got the N-word on the screen? Is that really what they believe? I find this to be insulting that it's even a question. And to be honest with you, I'm insulted that it even happened. I find it ridiculous. I think Twitch moderation usually does a good job, but I think this is fucking ridiculous. I'm not sorry for what I did. I think that I made the right decision. I did nothing wrong. The only thing that you could say I did wrong is hiding the chat entirely, which I think you could make that argument, and if that's what they're going to say, then that's fine. But I better see this happen for every single other person that doesn't hide their chat as well, and we all know that's not going to happen. So I'm very frustrated about this. I'm very annoyed, and it looks like we're not going to be streaming until Sunday. I don't really know what else to say. Again, I think that what is the most offensive to me about this is the implication that I'm complicit with racism or homophobia on my stream. As if I haven't done multiple videos of hate from the broader Twitch community that they've cultivated, by the way, and profited off
Justin,
for the last 10
Gavin,
years, that is embroiled with homophobia and racism.
What?
Because
It's just an idea. Guy right here, crawling in. Another guy up on the hill.
I'll level.
Dude, I hit those guys. Rotating right. Uses big rock.
Knocked out one on top of the hill. Knocked out another. No, I didn't. I lied. On top of the hill with us.
fucking them up. You guys, they're right on that smoke. All of them. I fucked one up, but he fucking shit on me, so I'm healing. They're both all looking at me now because they're shitting on the one that Josh downed and the guy that wants to pick him up. I'm gonna start shooting with the process paint. To stop this paint, I'll poke again. I'll try to ping him. Right here on the mountain.
Got one.
They're all rotating back to you now. One's still shooting at me, one's still shooting at me.
The one got me. They're all on me now.
I can't see, I got you.
Just fight it. I'm good. Just fight it.
Coming.
That hurt really
They
bad.
got 2 down.
I'm running as fast as I can. Stay alive, I can help you. They're probably trying to pick up and shit.
Stop.
Nothing on that,
I'm
that
at the-
thing and went all the way through.
Just
I'm
rip.
throwing a bunch of grenades.
Ah.
I have
Left side
three.
behind.
Chucking grenades down that way, Josh. Be careful.
Why did you do this? I'm fine here.
Bam. I had 2, but they're all right on me. Every single one of them.
I got fucking third party, bro.
Yep. Team that followed me. They literally are coming the exact same way I came from that right now.
That is just tough being an extra fucking person down.
That was fucked shit right there.
You did 480 damage. Okay.
What?
Sick.
Call of Duty?
Okay.
Fucking feed these dogs, take a shit. Get some food.
And then.
And then we can carry on and smite.
I don't have
Yeah,
it.
you ain't carrying.
You don't have it.
I don't know. How, do you want me to download it?
We could have smite downloaded.
I mean, it won't take me that long. I have fucking 500 megabyte internet.
Yeah, you'll probably have it done before you do that.
Before you can say raising cans. It's done. Fuck am I?
No, not fucking 20, goddamn, 5. Shit.